guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sekai. So I vlog about different stuff, things that I go through life, things that I learn in life, including book reviews and just random stuff. So today I just wanted to tell you guys about complaining. I've just seen that this is getting out of hand. Like, you go on social media, people are complaining. Try to have a conversation with somebody, that person is complaining. Like, people are just always complaining. And the thing with complaining is that you don't see the blessings that are in your life. Like, I remember I learned this at a very young age. I think I was like 11 years old, when my Sunday school teacher, but then that was Teacher Susan at Shepherd's Place, told us about how God's blessings were robbed from the Israelites because they were complaining. So from that time, I've always been thinking about not complaining, but then it's something that sometimes you can't help, but you really need to think about. Like, what's the point really of complaining? Because sometimes people just complain and then they're done, no solution. And the thing with complaining is that you won't really see the blessings that God has put in your life, because there's so many times you're having a conversation with someone and they're complaining and you're really trying to divert the conversation in another direction. Like, you tell them, like, okay, look, there's a positive in this situation. And then they'll just tell you, like, there's nothing is positive about this situation. But is that really true? You know, the Bible tells us whatever things are lovely, whatever things are true, whatever things are just, and all those things that we need to think about. And really, if you're complaining, are you really thinking about things that are lovely, things that are good? You know, so if you complain, you won't really see the blessings that you have. And we have so many blessings. You know, we have this song that we sing in Zambia, which goes like, Fianchitila walesa vandifikulu nafilo kupenda museke. So you know what? It's like the blessings that God has put in our lives, or the blessings that, or the things that are going right in your life, are so many that if you decide to list them down, you won't even be able to count them, because there are so many. You know, you can talk about, I have two hands, I have eyes, there's the sun, you live in a country that has peace and all these things. But then because you focus on the bad, you can spend the whole day literally complaining. And that's just something I want to tell you guys. Like, you know, let's try not to complain. Let's try to talk about the things that are positive. You know, I know that sometimes things are bad and you need to speak out about them, right? But the way you speak about it really shows whether you're just complaining or you're really seeking a solution in what you're talking about. So, you know, every time you say something that you think is not going the way it should be, you should also try to think about a solution. For example, you say, okay, maybe I don't like the education system, or the literacy levels in Zambia are bad. What are you doing about it? So you can start by improving the literacy levels at home. You can get books. You can get a book for somebody. You can sponsor someone to school. I feel like whatever capacity that you have, you can still do something about the problem that you see. So it could be a government problem, it could be a national problem, a problem at home, a problem in your life. Like, instead of just complaining about it, you should really think about the solution. Think about, like, okay, what can I do about this? Other than that, the other question you should ask yourself, what does the Bible say about this? Because I think sometimes in complaining, most of us even forget about honoring people. We forget about loving people. We forget about forgiveness, because we are complaining so much. So you can't really manage to see the good in what you're doing. You can't really manage to love the people that you're complaining about. So even like as you're complaining or talking about situations, you should really think about that. You know, I love these people, but I wish this and this. I wish this and this. So you should talk out of love. You know, try not to complain. Try to see the positive. Like, I think if you know me, you know that sometimes when you're complaining too much and not really giving solutions, it's either, if you're very close to me, I'll tell you that I don't really like how this conversation is going. I wish we could talk more about solutions and not just complain. And if it gets out of hand, I leave. And sometimes if people are complaining, I can't really leave, I'll see it, but honestly, I'll just zone out. And sometimes it really gets so irritating. You're just like, okay, guys, can we talk about something more happier? You know, and then it also helps you enjoy the moment. Like, you know, like sometimes things happen and it happens and it really affects you. Maybe it's even bad, but then you realize that there's nothing you can really do about it. So sometimes it's good to just like accept that there's nothing you can do about it and just focus on the things that you can do something about. So that was my encouragement for today. I hope you guys have learned something from it, and it's something that I'm also learning from. I know, like, sometimes it's hard to just stay and not complain, you know, because sometimes life gets rough, but then you really need to always, like, when you think about it, just do it. Try to think about it as much as you can. Then you can be able to at least talk about solutions, talk about, and you know, the world has enough problems. Like, if we start listing the problems, there'll be a lot. The world has enough problems. What the world wants is a solution to those problems. So be the solution. Thank you so much for watching. Again, remember to subscribe and like this video, share as well. Thank you. Bye.